My name's Silas Gordon, one of the owners of North Country Cider. We're here tonight hosting the Fly Fishing Film Tour, raising money for the Coastal Conservation Association. At our heart, we're fishermen, we're people that really care about the environment. The concept of our business was always to be able to give back as much as possible. This event is our biggest event for charity of the year. Our focus is always going to be whether it's local lands being preserved, watersheds being protected, wildlife rescue, as well as, bringing people together and let people know what's happening.
One of the unique things about our event that we're holding here and the events we've held in the past here is that the North Country Cider team doesn't charge us anything for their services, doesn't charge anything for the venue, and they are very passionate about the conservation programs we're working on. All of the proceeds from this event, ticket, raffle, casting competition proceeds, all go directly to conservation programs. Some of the projects and programs we work on are dam mitigation. We have an oyster shell recycling program. We have been active in trying to rehab the bay, both from a pollution standpoint and from a septic control standpoint. And we'll announce tonight a partnership program with Ducks Unlimited, DU, who's here also, where we're going to work on restoring some salt marsh in 3 locations in the seacoast. So on those conservation programs, we have a long-running oyster shell recycling program. A bunch of the volunteers are here in the back. They go out every week. They collect shells from restaurants. They store them. They work transport. We eventually dump them in the bay and try to reestablish these oyster reefs. And this program is long-standing. It's expanding. It's really working.
I'm Dave Beatty, and I head up the CCA New Hampshire Oyster Shell Recycling Program. And what this consists of primarily is a group of volunteers once a week go around to local restaurants in the seacoast area and pick up oyster shells that they have saved from serving their customers during the week. We then bring these back to the Port Authority, which generously donates space to us, and then we put them in a roll-off container, which are donated by Harding Metal. We age them in there for 6 months, at least 6 months, and at that point, working with the Nature Conservancy, Fish and Game, and UNH, they are then deployed into the bay for oyster bed restoration programs. You're basically taking garbage from restaurants and using it for a good purpose. And the great thing about this is not only are we helping to restore oysters, Great Bay, which is hugely important for filtering the water, but it also, when telling the story of the program, it enables us to make people aware of the problems facing Great Bay today. So to learn more about the program in CCA New Hampshire, the best place to go is our website. And on there, you'll find information about the oyster shell recycling program and our other activities.
Several of us have worked on dam mitigation projects. Just last month, we had a big win in Exeter on the Pickpocket Dam. So that is public from the town, not relying on grants funding to remove that dam on the Exeter River and open up about 6.5 more miles of river. It's huge. Also last month, there was a big win in Epping. The septic plant there is failing and really just undersized for the way that the area is growing. And funds were approved to help redesign that plant and plan for the future. That is also a huge win. Phil is out front. I think a lot of you folks got to meet with Phil from Ducks Unlimited. And personally, I think Ducks Unlimited and DU is a bit of a misnomer. It's not all about waterfowl. It's not all about ducks. It is all about conservation and preservation. You guys are hearing it here first. CCA is going to be partnering with Ducks Unlimited on some salt marsh restoration projects that are all local, 3 different properties, and try to really hedge the changes that are coming, regardless of how they're happening, that are affecting our salt marshes here. And we don't have much of them on our small coast. So thanks to Phil and DU, and we'll be doing more with DU going forward. The other thing CCA does quite quietly is we try to represent outdoor and angling community. So we have several people that sit on federal fisheries panels. Everybody here is volunteer. Just please keep pitching in.
Please keep showing up for these events. That's what it's about, and we love people to join us. We always love people to join us, and just help us hear what people want to see and what people want to hear about going forward. So these projects we want to get done, and they get done in a really critical time. We have to just think about that so we can enjoy the waters, we can enjoy the woods, and keep doing these things that we want to do with ourselves and our families. It is working. It's huge.
If you'd like to learn more about what we're up to, our projects, and how to join us, look us up at ccanh.org.